Good afternoon, SpoilerTV fans. My name is Christina Almeida with SpoilerTV, and today we're going to take a nostalgic trip down memory lane to celebrate the iconic relationship of Pacey Witter and Joey Potter on Dawson's Creek. Pacey and Joey's love story was a journey of unexpected romance, personal growth, and deep emotional connection, and it captured the heart of fans. What began as a contentious friendship evolved into one of the most beautiful relationships in TV history. Their story is not just about romance, but about finding a soulmate who challenges you and supports you in every step of life's journey. And though they had their ups and downs, they always managed to find their way back to each other. Walk down memory lane with me as we reminisce about the top 10 moments in Pacey and Joey's beautiful relationship. Trust me, it was difficult to narrow the list down to 10, but here are the ones that stood out the most in chronological order by episode. Season 3 started off with Pacey and Joey single, with the opportunity to develop their friendship without Dawson's interference. In fact, Dawson had asked Pacey to look out for Joey while he dealt with his own existential crisis. During this time, Joey discovered that Pacey was restoring an old boat, and they began spending more time together. Joey helped Pacey study for a math test, and in return, he agreed to take ballroom dance lessons with her to help her win a scholarship from the dance studio. When Dawson found out about their secret meetings, he caught them during one of their dance lessons. A highlighting moment happened when the dance instructor openly commented on Joey and Pacey's unresolved sexual tension right in front of Dawson and Jen. Later, Pacey confronted Dawson, expressing his feelings for Joey by saying, "Look at that girl, Dawson. Just take a good look. She's a freaking goddess. How long did you think it was going to be before some guy came along and was interested in her?" Dawson didn't realize at that moment that Pacey was really admitting his true feelings. And in fact, this may arguably have been the moment when Pacey himself realized he was falling in love with Joey. This episode reaffirmed to fans that the writers were moving in the direction of having Pacey and Joey together, and it was only a matter of time before the relationship blossomed. Number 2, Pacey watches Joey sleep. Season 3, Episode 12, Weekend in the Country. Up until this point, Pacey hadn't openly declared his feelings for Joey, but his actions in this episode made his feelings perfectly clear. He went out of his way to help the Potters make their B&B a success, not giving up despite many challenges. His actions even prompted Mitch Leary to ask, "What makes you care so much?" Near the end of the episode, Graham shared a touching story about her late husband, saying, "You know you love someone when you can spend the entire night watching them sleep." The episode concluded when Pacey quietly watched Joey sleep, revealing that he was in love with her. This moment was a long-awaited milestone for Pacey and Joey fans. Although he hadn't said a word, no words were needed. It was a perfect scene for the couple's supporters, signaling that the show was finally moving in the direction that they'd been hoping for. Number 3 is Pacey and Joey's first kiss, which happened in Season 3, Episode 17, Cinderella Story. This episode marked the pivotal moment when Joey and Pacey shared their first kiss. After she had a disastrous trip to see her boyfriend AJ, she called Pacey to rescue her. They ended up having an argument on the side of the road, and in a moment of frustration, with the mixed signals Joey was sending, after all, she called him to rescue her, Pacey finally kissed her. The kiss kick-started their romantic journey, transforming their relationship from bickering friends to something so much deeper. The chemistry and raw emotion in this scene set the stage for the complex and captivating love story that developed between them throughout the series. Part 4, the "I felt it" moment. The after karaoke admission, which took place in Season 3, Episode 19, Stolen Kisses. After watching Joey and Dawson sing a karaoke duet at Aunt Gwen's cabin, the gang had gone to Dawson's aunt's cabin for the weekend. Pacey, feeling defeated, went outside for some fresh air. Joey followed him and finally admitted that she felt something when Pacey's arm brushed against hers in the bed that they were sharing. It made her feel alive. It was a raw and heartfelt moment. Later in the episode, Joey confessed that she had tried to tell Dawson about her feelings for Pacey. Despite initially acting uncertain about what she wanted, she ultimately relented and kissed Pacey. This kiss marked the official start of their relationship, a turning point from which there was no going back. This entire episode was a dream for Pacey and Joey shippers, and is definitely a fan favorite and worth several rewatches. Number 5, I Remember Everything. Season 3, Episode 22, titled The Anti-Prom. At the anti-prom that was organized by the friends, Joey, seeing how sad Pacey looked and feeling conflicted because she had attended with Dawson, asked Pacey to dance with her. And as they danced, Pacey noticed her earrings and told her they were not really her style, but he loved the bracelet she was wearing. The earrings were gifted to her by Dawson. However, that wasn't what Pacey meant. He recalled every detail about the moment Joey told him that the bracelet belonged to her mother. Her surprised exclamation, "You remember that?" was met with the softest, absolutely heartfelt, "I remember everything" from Pacey. This little exchange showed how much Pacey really knew and cared about Joey, paying attention to the things that matter to her. It was a touching scene that highlighted their connection and Pacey's deep understanding of Joey, making it clear how much he supported and loved her. He also made it clear that while Dawson was buying her all these showy gifts, he was the one that cared about the most important things. The intense chemistry between them during the scene was palpable. And all Pacey and Joey shippers were cheering as Andy echoed our thoughts at the end of the scene when she told Pacey to fight for Joey. Number 6 is the wall scene. Technically there's 2 scenes here, but the one I'm referring to is in Season 3, Episode 23, True Love. In Episode 316, Pacey bought a wall for Joey. Yeah, an entire wall, because he saw her potential. It left her speechless. He told her, "I just thought your next endeavor should be bigger and better than your last. I'm supporting you. You keep on growing both as a person and as an artist." This showed his deep faith and love for her. Joey's response, "Pacey, you're unbelievable. I mean, as soon as I think I've got you all figured out, you go and do something so outrageous that it completely challenges me in a way that no one else would even think of." That arguably marked the moment she began to see Pacey in a new light. Later in the season, in Episode 323, the wall set the stage for another major moment between them. After an emotional roller coaster of a season, where Joey was torn between Pacey and Dawson, Pacey was set to sail away for the summer on his boat, the True Love. Before he left, he made one last grand gesture for Joey by painting "Ask Me to Stay" on the wall, hoping she would finally let go of her guilt about Dawson and realize how much he wanted to be with her. Number 7 also took place in Season 3, Episode 23, True Love, when Joey chose Pacey. Joey had to make a choice between following her head or following her heart, and time was running out as Pacey prepared to leave for the summer to sail his boat. Joey confided in Dawson that if she knew she could keep his friendship, she would have made different choices. Realizing this, Dawson begrudgingly told her to go to Pacey. In a classic rush to confess moment, Joey rushed to Pacey's boat, and despite the cliche, it became one of the most satisfying moments in TV history for Pacey and Joey fans. She told Pacey she loved him and wanted to join him. When Pacey reminded her that her sister needed her at the B&B, Joey replied, "Not as much as I need you," making fans' hearts flutter with joy. Pacey's joy was evident as he welcomed her on board and kissed her. They literally sailed off into the sunset together, creating one of the most romantic season finales ever. And it made fans eagerly anticipate more screen time for Pacey and Joey as a couple in the next season. Joey's clarity and determination in this moment were refreshing, as was embracing her true feelings, because it finally set her free. Number 8. Pacey and Joey's first time, Season 4, Episode 14, A Winter's Tale. So throughout almost the entire 4th season, Pacey and Joey's deep love for each other was repeatedly highlighted. Pacey consistently proved himself to be an exceptional boyfriend, even going so far as to sing her praises at an alumni dinner for a college she had applied to, even though it would mean she would have to leave Capeside. As fans were aware, Joey was nervous about her first time and wanted to make sure she was ready, and to Pacey's credit, he never pressured her. In this episode, the moment finally arrived, and it was absolutely perfect and true to their relationship. The scene was set in a cozy rustic cabin during a school ski trip. As the snow fell outside, creating a serene and secluded atmosphere, Joey and Pacey were inside, alone and vulnerable. Their emotions were palpable as they talked about their fears and insecurities, opening up to each other in ways they never had before. Pacey was afraid that Joey wanted to make love because she felt pressure. But she reassured him that every single gesture he had made in their relationship proved how much he loved her, and she wanted to do it. It was not an and was not about to let fear get in the way. The gentle lighting and soft music underscored the tenderness of the moment. Joey's nervousness and Pacey's reassuring presence made the scene deeply touching. When they finally came together, it was a culmination of their deep emotional connection and growing love. It marked a significant and beautiful milestone in their relationship. We're getting down to the end, and number 9 is technically not during when they were together in the series, but still a moment that fans had been waiting for a long time. It was the moment they were locked in the Kmart in season 6, episode 15, titled Castaways. Long-running TV shows often put couples through the ringer, and Pacey and Joey were no exception. They broke up near the end of their senior year, but they managed to stay friends while dating other people. However, as the final season unfolded, the romantic tension between them resurfaced. In one memorable episode, Pacey and Joey accidentally got locked in a Kmart overnight. Their playful bickering and bantering brought back memories of their earlier dynamic as they navigated their current relationship. The most intimate moment came when Joey shaved off Pacey's goatee, a scene that highlighted their closeness. Afterward, Pacey kissed Joey, admitting that his desire for her never went away. Joey later confessed that she had a fantasy during their summer sailing trip about being stranded on a deserted island with Pacey, free from outside pressures. They shared another kiss, but Joey couldn't give Pacey any immediate answers about rekindling their romance. This episode was what fans of the couple had been waiting for so long since the breakup. It also showcased the enduring strength of their bond. No matter how divergent their paths became, they would always find their way back to each other. And last but not least, number 10, Joey chooses Pacey for life. And this occurred during the series finale, season 6, episode 24, All Good Things Must Come to an End. In the series finale of Dawson's Creek, Joey's choice to be with Pacey was a poignant and beautiful culmination of their complex relationship.